So today we're going to be making peanut butter Buckeye balls, which are absolutely delicious. Just a heads up, if you're on any sort of diet plan, just click out of this tutorial right now, because this is not a diet-friendly dessert, but it's amazing. And it's so simple to make. It's really simple. All you need is 1 2/3 cups of peanut butter, a bag of chocolate chips, 1 cup of butter, which is just 2 sticks, and 5 1/2 cups of confectioner's sugar. So all we're gonna do is add the confectioner's sugar into the bowl. You can go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
Woo. And then we're just going to measure out 1 2/3 cup of peanut butter. So before we scoop out our peanut butter into our measuring cup, I have a quick little trick that I like to use. I just spray inside of a measuring cup with a little bit of Pam or whatever you got. You can even use butter too. And this just ensures that the peanut butter is not going to stick to the measuring cup. It makes it come out really nice and smooth. So if you want to scoop the peanut butter out, that would be awesome. I love having a sous chef. And I kind of lied. I do have one more ingredient that's completely optional, but I like to use. I love vanilla, so I always put just a little bit of vanilla, probably like a teaspoon. I just kind of wing it most of the times, as you've probably figured out by these tutorials by now. But I just love adding a little bit of vanilla in there. It really gives it a delicious flavor. And then I completely melted the 2 sticks of butter that I had. It's a lot easier to incorporate it when it's liquid, not solid. So I'll go ahead and put your cup of butter in there.
There's no real order to the ingredients?
No, it doesn't matter how you put them in, as long as they all end up in the same bowl. Stir this around. It already smells good with it just being sugar and vanilla and butter. Beautiful.
Peanut butter's ready to go.
Alright.
So much for that pan working.
It does. Just stir it and get it nice and incorporated. Here, I'll let you stir with your big muscles. Now, what he's stirring right now is the peanut butter filling that goes inside the Buckeye. I don't know if you've ever had a Buckeye before, but it's peanut butter on the outside, chocolate, well, peanut butter on the inside, chocolate on the outside. It's a good thing that I have you today. Peanut butter on the inside, chocolate on the outside, basically like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but so much more inexpensive and absolutely delicious. And it makes a large quantity of them, so it's perfect to keep in your freezer. So if you have a guest stop by that you weren't expecting, it's easy just to throw a couple out on a plate and have something delicious to serve to them. This bag of chocolate chips we're going to save for later, because this is of course what goes on the outside of it. So once we get these peanut butter balls formed, which we'll show you in a minute, we're going to put them in the freezer for a little while, let them set, and then we'll melt chocolate to dip them in. That way we have outside shell that goes onto our peanut butter. We're going to have to get our hands dirty anyways, so sometimes to get the last little bit incorporated, it's just easier to just stick your hands in there and get it done. Oh, that smells so good. So here we have our peanut butter filling. Don't worry, I washed my hands. For those of you that might be coming to my house eventually and eating some of these. And all you're going to do is take it and form it into a nice little ball. stick it on your baking tray in little balls. And then once you get them all finished, you're going to stick them in your freezer to let them harden a bit before we put the chocolate on them. You going to come help me make balls?
After I wash my hands here.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. It doesn't really matter what size balls you make. What?
The size matters.
According to Matt, the size does matter, but for this purpose, it does not matter what size balls you make. Just depends on how hungry you are, I guess. Woo! Jumping balls. This is gonna make a ton of them.
It's important to have a good peanut butter filling to chocolate ratio, so the size doesn't matter.
So now all you do is, after your Buckeyes have chilled for about 20 minutes in the freezer, or longer if you need them to, you just take a fork, you grab them, stick them in the melted chocolate. They're called Buckeyes because you leave a little bit of peanut butter on the top there. And then just press them onto your tray. Super simple. Oh no, that
Got chocolate.
one died.
That one might not have.
Your final result should look something like this. Beautiful peanut butter Buckeyes.
Life is a canvas, I'm painting in my mind. Colors dance, spill outside the lines. I refuse to settle, never the black and white. Rock the neons until the day I die. I'm on a constant search to make my heart swell. Bite off too much, chew like hell. Have my nights spent in a hotel.